Thank God for women. Straight up. Thank God for women. Thank God for having a woman assist me in how to navigate with getting some of these expressions off without inconveniencing the rest of the universe. That's a conversation, and I'm gonna have it. We on the set. I'm Irv. We're here. Believe that. Welcome. So I'm here in the studio. I'm getting myself organized. The doorbell ring. I go upstairs. Could be anybody. Could be an Amazon package. Could be FedEx. Could be UPS. Could be Uber Eats because we ordered out. Now I get to the door. I crack the door open. I see my food on the floor. Guy picks it up. It's double bagged. So now I see everything just looks like it's all over the place. And I grab it, and he know he was wrong. He grabbed it, handed it off, walked away with his head down, got on his scooter, and drove off. But I put the food down inside the house, and I just stepped outside for a second and sat there and just watched. And this man had like about 4 or 5 other people's orders all together. Now I could have went off because one, my food is on the floor. You're delivering it. It's handed it off to me sloppy. I could have been upset, dealing with students all day, dealing with parents on the train, traveling back and forth. I could have been in relationship issues with not just my woman, but any of the people that I relate to. Those are relationships. And I want to be like, yo, what the f***? Like, why the f*** is my food on the floor? As in, it's in the bag though, but just the way it was sitting there and handed off. And you could tell he's picking up so many orders and putting them all in this one compartment and swinging over on these scooters and all these different things. And listen, man, I'm always down to respect the hustlers. But I don't want to be treated like shit in the process. You know what I'm saying? And let me get my thoughts together real quick because I don't want to say anything disrespectful, but I want to make sure I get my thought process off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to shoot to commercial and come back, but I'm thinking about the right things to say. Right now, cooking in the studio like a door hit recorder. Don't be banging in the door. Did they hear you was a rapper? You a trapper, you sounding like the Yankee and the Yapper, young clapper. You're hanging on the ledge, and I gotta time to play when niggas say my damn kid, even talking this and that. Body get it back and not to put the settle off to what it is and the lies that. A whole new friend, let it be known. I'll get off at your Pittsburgh. For you telling your truth, and that's pretty much what it is. So I could have went off. I could have spazzed. Like, yo, what the f***? Why the f*** is my food on the floor? Took the food, I brought it back in. Stepped out, looked at what was going on, understanding the circumstance, and came in. And though I was expressing myself to my lady as far as the reason why I kind of hate at times ordering out, because these are things that do occur, right? When you're dealing with people and outside and the rest of the world. But it's one of those things of being able to be reminded how to reset and also how to modify and put my energy where it needs to. And yeah, I could have went off. I could have yelled at the person. I could have been like, and I could have been valid for my feelings. Yeah. But does it really, really help? does it really assist the rest of the universe? And sometimes, not just men, some women as well, because I'm that for some of my people, some of my conglomerate. But it feels good to know that I have a woman that would make sure that I don't lose sense of self in the midst of chaos happening on a daily basis, and it's happening. So it's an eye opener of also realizing that I could spaz at times. Does it make the universe better? It honestly doesn't. It honestly doesn't. I know it doesn't. So my feelings could be valid, and I have sometimes in my core, I don't want to say the right, but I have the right to be upset and voice my opinion when instead of me going off, I can bring it in, open up the phone, and give a professional review on how I receive my food and how I feel about each deliverer. Because anybody I believe whatever you do, you have to be great, or at least aim to be great at what you do. I don't care what you do. Of course, if you're a porn star, you want to be able to and let them know that you can whatever it is, male, woman, whatever. If you're an artist, you're doing things because you want people to acknowledge something that you're doing. If you're a musician, you're making music so somebody could attract to it. You're not just making music for yourself. If you're producing to be the best, whatever you're doing. You think Kobe was out there to be number two? Kobe was coming to take Jordan's head off any way you roll the dice. And I've met amazing people that when I'm using the DoorDashers or Uber Eats or whatever else, you meet these amazing people that knows how to handle your items, your worth. And you can't negate that. And it should be applauded. And those that are not should be modified and be corrected professionally, and maybe not be a part of this situation, because being a part of this situation doesn't benefit the company and the entity. And being able to have a woman that allows me to be able to see things in a broader sense is second to none. So T, shout out to you. And shout out to me as well, because if I chose to, nobody could stop me. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? And by the time anybody do, sometimes it'd be too late. So having restraint and growing up and maturing is beneficial for everyone. And with that being said, you gotta find your place. Gotta find your set. Set yourself straight. Reset. Hard reset. Soft reset by any means. And you're gonna be tried. And as some would say, the devil's busy. Some would say, divine intervention. Some would say, you're giving grace and favor. And sometimes you can see you could avoid the crumbs and enjoy the loaf. You're on the set. I'm Irv, and we're pushing buttons. And shout out to all you sisters out there who's holding your man down properly, because I know it ain't easy, and I know it's difficult, but we're still the realists. We're on the set. You're on the set. You're on the set. I love music and creators, and I want you to have a studio, but I don't want the studio to have you. That's why you need to get in contact with Sumlar Entertainment to make sure you do this right the first time. These guys are officially unapologetic. They will help you get a smarter studio budget plan because they're committed to getting what's right for the sole purpose of that project. That means we're constantly checking in daily to make sure you're getting what you said you want to get done. They will show you what equipment is beneficial for what you need to actually get done. Sometimes we struggle with what we want versus what we need, and now that will be a thing of the past going forward. In a nutshell, these guys actually care. That's why we call them Governor Trusted. Those thoughts you have in your head, let's finally get them out to the world. And them folks at Sumlar Entertainment is here to help. Give them a call. And congratulations, you're one step closer to the rest of the world being able to see what you're thinking. I'll see you in the studio. Peace. Life, I wonder, will it take us under? I don't know. But what I do know is that I've been figuring this out. I've been on this set, pushing buttons, going to sleep earlier so I could wake up earlier so I could get on this journey, this thing that's happening. And though I have class in the next 25 minutes, shout out to Toro, I am figuring it out. And that's all we can do at times, guys. Figure it out. You know, I may look a bit more wrinkled because I'm back at home now. I was up at 2, 12, 1, pushing buttons, figuring it out. Last minute, about to head out to the door to jump on the train, to head to the Bronx to teach. Shout out to the crew. Moving around, moving nonstop, going, communicating, going to work, coming back, figuring it out, setting up shop, doing something to figure it out, whatever it is, before class start. And this is what life's about: getting yourself organized, figuring it out. You don't have to know what's happening. You just got to keep on making it happen. I guess, you know what I'm saying? Just keep on going and find yourself somewhere that makes you feel good. I don't care where it's at. Nobody can tell you how to feel. Nobody can tell you how to live. Anybody who's trying to tell you how to live, f them against the wall, with handcuffs on, crazy glue to the lips. Find your set. Find your way. Whatever it is. I'm going to keep on pumping that because everything that I put into, from lights to camera, equipment, I always invested back into myself. And that's who you need to be around. Be on your set with people that always invest back into themselves. I'm talking about not always trying to figure out somebody else's something. Taking their last to invest in themselves, the equipment, the tools, the books, the knowledge, the information, the info, the 411, the 311, the 211. Avoid the 911. We're on the set. You have to push buttons, topics, all these different things that I'm focusing on. I'm figuring it out. And I have a lot of things written out. But the reason why I'm not talking about them yet, because it's not time for it yet. But I ask you guys, comment on the bottom. What are you inspired by? What is the thing that you are waking up to that gets your gears running? I don't care what it is. And some people may look at your thoughts as if they're crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with you at all. You fine right where you at. I like what I see. Be comfortable with who you see. Look in the mirror. Once you're comfortable, nothing else matter. That's it. That's one of the keys right there. Being you to the fullest is what defines being beautiful. Being you to the fullest. Figure it out. Whatever set it is, new year coming in, be that. Don't fake it till you make it. Be it till you see it. You're on the set. I'm Irven, and we got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. Let's do it.
Result.
So they can put me down. Had me fucked up, hit the studio and create the sound. Females like Brandy so young wanna be down. I don't need to be a king to walk around with a crown. If you're like most creators, then being original is your most valuable asset. And when you're ready to make huge improvements, it can feel as if everything costs too much or just takes way too long. But something as simple as updated headshots from Sumlar can separate you from what everyone else is doing and still looking. Those you have industry standings with recommended Sumlar Entertainment for decades, so you know that the job will get done successfully at the lowest cost, especially when those extra dollars have to go to something else in the budget like lighting, aerial imagery, and all those things that come along with in-house studio requirements, and the team is ready to help you with everything. With free consultation, you can ask questions and see exactly how it makes sense the most to you. Once able to get the finances out the way, the creative process is all you need to focus on. Plus, there's no misleading quotes or hidden fees. Everything's backed 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Protect what's worth protecting, and I'll see you in the studio. You know this game is filled to the brim with a bunch of unrealistic motherfuckers. People that thought they ass was gonna age like wine. If you ain't do anything to invest back in yourself to figure it out, welcome to the New World Order. You're now part of their system. You're part of the program. How do you get out of it? You know, it's damn near impossible if you ain't figuring it out for yourself. If you're not comfortable who you see in the mirror, it's gonna always look crazy. Because the bottom line is, it's those who are thinking about figuring it out versus those who are just going with the flow. Those I'm connected with, it's more like 70-30 now, because those on the 70 side know what time it is. Those in the 30, they know what time it is. They're not ready to take the risk yet. To those who are pushing themselves to the next level, I salute you. To those who want to get to the next level, I salute you. To those who are scared to get to the next level, I salute you. To those who choose to not get themselves to the next level, good luck. It's all a temporary ride. Ride it. Get on your set. Whatever it is, you gotta figure it out. This is what I'm talking about for right now before we get to these crazy topics. Because you have to strategize. You have to execute. You need a team. You need people that's going to assist you in the process. One-man bands, 2024, it's a wrap. It's impossible. You're on the set. I'm working. Shooting. Verbally. Ah! You itty bitty